One of our favorite sponsors is back with us, Sunset Lake CBD.
Yeah.
If you're looking for CBD that actually does what CBD is supposed to do, look no further than our friends over at Sunset Lake.
Let me break it down.
Break it down, Mel.
They're sustainably farmed, meaning they avoid pesticides and use sustainable farming practices to preserve the land for future generations. 1. 2, farm to table. They ship the CBD products straight from their door in Vermont directly to your door wherever you're at.
Now that's cool.
And third party tested. They test everything with a third party to ensure quality, dosage, and safety.
You got to go over and check out sunsetlakecbd.com. They have so many products. Break it down for them, Apple.
Well, they've got some new stuff going on. Like they always had pre-rolls, but now they got really cool packaging for it. And you can get CBD pre-roll flights of all their flavors. You can get the heavy hitter flight that also throws in some of their Keef blunts. They have a new CBD recovery body lotion.
I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other?
The other one with arnica.
The extra strength muscle rub, 3,000 milligram with 5% lidocaine.
So look,
Oh, yeah,
if you're
lidocaine.
sore, this is the stuff you want to rub on your body to make those aches and pains go away. They even have CBD infused coffee, so you can have coffee without the little jitter that you get from caffeine, and you have it in the morning and you start your day off right. Your body feels lubricated. You're going to sleep good.
Yeah, and also they have, if you kind of forget to reorder, they've got subscriptions.
And they're giving the No Simple Road family 20% off.
20% off.
Put
with
in the promo code NSR20 when you're checking out at sunsetlakecbd.com. You're going to get 20% off your entire order.
NSR20.
And don't forget those cute little gummy bears.
That's right. sunsetlakecbd.com, one of our favorite sponsors, is back. Do you know what a pro showgoer is?
Absolutely not.
Do
I
you?
think you're a pro show goer. Grr.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
A gur?
You're a grr.
No, a pro showgoer is that person in your crew that's like, dude, when we go to Climate Pledge, we have to sit over here because if you sit over there, the bass bounces back and everything sounds muddy. Or the other friend in your crew that's like, dude, don't bring any shit into this place. They're going to go through your
Security's
pockets.
tough.
Yeah. So, you know what those pro showgoers should do.
Probably go over to Venue Llama.
That's right. With Summer Tour for Dead and Company, Fish, Widespread Panic, Billy Strings, Goose, Ween, and Green Sky Bluegrass in full swing. They are upon us. VenueLlama.com is where live music's fans share helpful insider venue reviews and information based on their own experiences. This is no bullshit. This is us telling each other what to do when you get to the venue. It's a place where pro showgoers can quickly review venues and exchange seriously helpful venue intel with one another. Head over to VenueLlama.com today to sign up for your free Llama account and start reviewing venues today. Review venues in the Llama base, upload photos to the Llama gallery, and add your favorite scene-friendly businesses, websites, or podcasts, to the Friends page. All Llamas registered by July 4th are eligible to win free tickets and Venue Llama gear. VenueLlama.com, and follow them on Instagram at Venue Llama, VenueLlama. And hey, they have a really cool feature over at Venue Llama. You can do a video review.
What?
Yeah, you can. When you're submitting to do the review, there's like a little button that you click for a video review, and you can totally review this place
Right
like
on.
yourself. So it's a whole thing. Go over, check it out. VenueLlama.com and at Venue Llama on Instagram.
Shop Tour Bus, another fantastic sponsor of No Simple Road.
They are our sponsor.
And what are they doing? They are creating dead apparel and analog love.
That is a great way to say it. Mel.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you are wondering what to get anybody on your list that's maybe they got a birthday coming up,
Mother's
a graduation, Mother's Day, all kinds of stuff, get them a beautiful, wonderfully inspired t-shirt from Shop Tour Bus.
And they've got a new one that they've just dropped. They've got the new Minglewood Blues design, which is dope. And
really
it is on the
is.
heels of the Cornell show. Then also on their site, they say they have 14 out of the 19 songs that were played at Cornell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they listed them all on here. So if you want the most comfortable shirt for the weather's getting ready to change, and man, these are so comfy and like the breeze blows through them.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite shirts to wear, and they keep dropping new drops all the time so you can stay fresh.
So
go ahead.
well, I was just going to say, when you get that, when you decide which shirt you'd want, go ahead and put in the promo code No Simple Road at shipping when you get your box. It's not going to come in an ordinary box. Well, when you go on the shipping page.
When you check out.
Okay,
I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
You're following.
And then after you check out, when this thing comes, it's going to come in an all-over print box. It's going to have all kinds of extras on the inside. Some of you are going to get a Miracle Grateful Dead
Bootleg.
actual cassette bootleg in your order. I can't think of any other business or otherwise that does that. Just like, oh, you ordered something from us? Oh, here's a really amazing piece of Grateful Dead history. It's going to come to you for free.
And they don't just stop at that. They give you there's all kinds of, you get tchotchkes and gums, and you don't know what you're going to get. They throw in so many cool free things. The excitement never ends when you open this box.
That's right.
Go to shoptourbus.com or at shoptourbus on Instagram. And don't forget to tell them No Simple Road sent you by putting in the promo code No Simple Road, all one word, when you check out. Get that free shipping. Sometimes I wish there was a video component to No Simple Road so that you all could see like what we're talking about when we're talking about like Fire on the Mountain and the food and the specials that they have over there. If you live in Denver or you live in Portland, please do yourself a favor. Go check out Fire on the Mountain for lunch or dinner one of these days. You can even like do your like office, team
holiday
building
party
thing or whatever the hell. Bring your whole crew over there. Go grab some lunch. This month here in Portland, they've got a 3rd-pound burger on a pretzel bun with 2 Hermanos Bakery, pepper jack cheese, Dijon mustard, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles, served with your choice of side. They've got this bratwurst on a hot dog bun with sweet hot mustard and sauerkraut. I mean, and then they have, what's the one with the comeback? Oh yeah, asparagus dipped in house beer batter and fried to perfection, served with a side of comeback sauce. And I just asked Apple, I was like, what do you think comeback sauce is?
Well, it's the sauce that you love so much, it makes you want to keep on coming back.
I guess that totally makes sense.
Well, over at Denver, too, they are celebrating Billy Strings weekend, and they have mouth-watering fried cauliflower. Fried and flied.
Fried cauliflower.
Fried and then flied to your table.
That makes 100% sense. So, hey, check it out. If you're in one of these places, 3 locations here in Portland, 2 locations in Denver to serve you. You can follow them on Instagram at FOTMPDX or FOTM Denver. And if you're sad and you're crying right now because you don't live in any of those places, stop crying, get yourself a tissue, go to portlandwings.com, order yourself some of the sauce, make it at home. You'll feel like you're here with us, listening to Billy Strings, hanging out, going to Red Rocks. It's a whole exciting experience that you're going to have, all because of Fire on the Mountain and the Grateful Dead family making you food. It's a wonderful thing.
Hey everyone, Chris Pandolfi from the infamous String Dusters here to let you know that my podcast, Inside the Musician's Brain, is back on the airwaves for Season 4, which means it's time once again to get deep with influential musicians from all across the musical landscape to really understand and translate the lessons of success, failure, inspiration, and hard work that are behind the music and the artists that we love. My guests this season include Rachel Price from Lake Street Dives, Sam Bush, Chris Wood, Chris Funk from The Decemberists, Lindsay Liu, MC Taylor from His Golden Messenger, and more. Check us out, and thanks for listening.
We're so excited to tell you a bit about today's sponsor, Music Masters Collective. They are a nonprofit organization that produces unique music events, providing opportunities for fans and artists to meet and collaborate in an inspired and creative atmosphere.
Music Masters Collective events give you the opportunity to learn from world-class musicians like Otil Burbridge, Steve Earle, Richard Thompson, former members of the band, the Milk Carton Kids, Nikki Glaspie, the Fab Four, and Sean Colvin, and so many more.
At an event like the Milk Carton Kids Sad Song Summer Camp happening this July, you can expect immersive classes, evenings of entertainment, excellent food, and a space for a lucky group of folks to learn, co-write, workshop, and perform with like-minded peers, all with the guidance of Kenneth Pattengale, Joey Ryan, and some of their favorite songwriters. This all-inclusive week in the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York is guaranteed to be magical. Scholarships are available and spots are extremely limited, so visit www.sadsongssummercamp.com/simple to learn more. That's www.sadsongssummercamp.com www.songs.summercamp.com/simple. Check it out. Why is he asking for permission to clear his throat? Like, let me clear my throat. Like, nobody's going to let him clear his throat?
Well, I guess it's just good manners.
Is he, what do you think, Mel?
I think in order to get more cool rap, you got to let him clear his throat.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So he's not asking my permission. He's just saying, like, I'm about to clear my throat.
Exactly.
So that
Kind of a warning.
Exactly. He's like, I'm coming. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let
Otherwise,
me
he'd be
clear my
rapping like
throat.
all Fleming. Like,
Well,
nobody wants to hear a Flemmy rap.
He's got a pretty good rap and, going on before then. So he's got to catch his breath.
Who is it that wants to clear his throat? That's not a name.
No,
babe.
it's not. I want to say Eric B. and Rakim, and it's not. I just feel like saying that.
Why do I feel producer Corey's head exploding right now?
Well, I mean, because when you ask, I like have information in my head, but when you ask me stuff like that, I got to think about it.
Then the information gets locked up.
It's like, nope, no one's knowing that.
I could totally picture the song now, but I can't yet.
We all got phones. Let's look it up. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hey now, No Simple Road family. This is Aaron.
This is Apple.
And this is Mel.
And we are super stoked to have thrice return Andrew Frasco.
Andrew Frasco.
The man.
In the house.
Yeah, he was actually physically in the house.
All right, that was DJ Cool featuring Biz Markie and Dougie Fresh.
Wow.
How'd you look it up? Your phone. What is
Yep, that's all I did.
Did you just put in "Let me clear my throat" and then it get?
There we go. It's amazing.
The Google machine.
Dougie Fresh.
So yeah, everybody. We don't have Dougie Fresh on the show, but we have one better. We got Andy Frasco.
What?
We got Andy Fresh.
I'm sure Andy Frasco is needed to clear his throat while he's been singing.
Once or twice in his life.
Yeah, once or twice.
We this was recorded back in
March 9th.
Years ago.
March 9th. Thank you, Apple.
Yeah.
When Andy Frasco and the U.N. and Big Something were here in Portland, Oregon. And
what a great weekend.
Mel and I went and picked up Andy and took him to get some food, some soup dumplings, which
after that fresh tattoo he got
were a thing that I didn't know existed. And I was turned on to soup dumplings by Andy Frasco. Did you guys know that there were soup dumplings?
I've brought soup dumplings home from Trader Joe's before. You knew about them. You enjoyed them. And we talked about them at lunch.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm. I don't know about soup
Andy,
dumplings.
you reach back out and you tell me.
I want to say I know, but it's like dumplings with soup inside of them or dumpling soup, like dumplings in a broth.
There's a broth inside of the dumpling. So it's like a little, like say pork or chicken or whatever, and then it's got some soup in there. You bite into it, and there's soup and the dumpling.
Okay,
like
I was really not aware.
It's
of
amazing. I bought them home, and you've had some too. And
Have I?
Yes.
Couple of idiots.
It's fine.
You guys ate them like for the last 3 weeks in a row and don't remember.
Well, it's fine. Look, I'm going to be honest. I just woke up from a nap. I am a little slow right now.
It's okay. Darwin's limping.
Yeah.
So
I'm just calling out
the
my
whole house
own.
is kind of slow.
Yeah, it's a
we
little
are.
slow.
It's a little lackadaisical. Simon's here for a visit.
Yay.
It smells so good in the house.
He's slaving over a hot stove for us.
Which he loves to do.
Cute.
He's in there hooking it up.
Yo, our son came home to visit us and is cooking us dinner. Like, I feel like a king. Like, I should be wearing a crown right now with a scepter, and somebody should be rubbing my feet. And then Simon can call me.
Speaking
when dinner's
of
ready.
feet, we have Andy Frasco on the show today.
Right on.
Wow. All right.
Apple, you were telling me about Frasco's tour dates.
You're out of control.
It's insane.
Frasco, you're out of control.
What are you doing,
like
These dates.
you go to look up somebody's tour dates and expect like a few months, but he's got starting May 19th at Beaufort Music Festival in North Carolina. And then you just scroll and scroll. He has dates all the way up through December 16th.
Somebody's afraid of not working.
He's got the year planned out. So instead of reading all of these, just Go to his website, andyfrasco.com, and go to tour dates, and you will find out where he's going to be at in your area.
Also, somebody's lucky enough to work till December.
I know.
Do you know, like, there's not a lot, like you just said, a few people, musicians a couple months out. Usually, no, Frasco's got his game for the next 5 years going on.
I know one of the dates that Frasco has that's super important.
What?
On August 30th at Ophelia's Electric Soapbox, Andy Frasco and No Simple Road podcasting live. That's right. You too can come hang out with Andy Frasco and No Simple Road at Ophelia's the day before the Dick's Run starts. So if you're making your plans for Dick's weekend, I would urge you to show up on Wednesday instead of Thursday and come hang out with us at Ophelia's. Have yourself a nice meal and watch a live podcast with us and our brother Andy. We're going to
get that weekend started, that Dick's weekend started right.
And I really do hope that we get to take Frasco to a Fish show.
Yeah, hopefully that nothing changes
that. It's my Hanukkah wish this year.
Do you hear that, Andy? Don't disappoint Aaron. It's a Hanukkah wish.
That's right. You get one Hanukkah wish every year. You didn't know that?
No,
me either. I just made it up. But it's the truth.
It sounds believable.
It does sound
believable. Yeah, so come check us out, everybody. And we would love it if the entire No Simple Road family showed up and beat the door down of Ophelia's and came and had dinner and watched us do whatever we're going to do.
Just make sure, you'll understand after this interview, to bring a gift for Andy, because he's starting to bring a gift table with him everywhere he goes.
He really loves birthday attention.
He loves birthday attention. You will find out about more of that here, but
yeah. So let's do the...
Well, the other thing real quick too is don't forget, he's got a pre-order now on his new album that'll be coming out on August 11th. So be prepared for that.
And
got new music coming.
Well, he just got some, I think it was on the Spotify list.
It's on Apple Music. New and alternative and all that, the You Do You.
That's right.
Yeah, there's the one single that's dropped from it right now.
So go check that out. Actually, you know what? We'll play it when we were going into the interview so that you all can hear You Do You.
And then I just want to shout out our No Simple Road family again, because over Jazz Fest couple weeks, Rain wrote in and sent me email and text pictures, and so did Nathaniel, and they sent photos with Andy Frasco and Daniel Donato. And so I just want to say, hell yeah, we love you, NSR family, and keep those pictures coming in. And that was just really cool to see.
Super dope.
Hell yeah.
Let's do the business so we can let them hear this conversation with Mr. Frasco. What do you guys say?
I say yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys are allowing it. I will continue.
Let's roll out the business.
Roll it out. Go to our website, www.nosimpleroad.com, for all things No Simple Road. You know what to do. You know how websites work. I'm not going to give you instructions anymore. I was thinking about it the other night, and I was like, I tell them what to do every week. You guys know how to work a website. Go get merch, get a tarot reading from me and Mel, sign up for the newsletter. Boom, nosimpleroad.com. Follow us on Instagram at No Simple Road and on Facebook at No Simple Road. And also go to patreon.com/No Simple Road. You're getting the gist here. Everything is No Simple Road. Follow us, or no, don't follow us. Go to patreon.com/No Simple Road and sign up. Become a patron. You get early access to every week's episode with no commercials. Check it out a day early. You get an unedited, uncommercialed version of, like this episode we're about to drop right now. You would have heard it yesterday. You're getting side roads that are produced by us and producer Corey. You're getting access to the Discord channel if you sign up for $5 or more a month. And hey, we haven't had any new patrons this month. We need some. Come on. Jump on the bus.
And you're getting joke of the week. You're getting all kinds of other extra things. What's the ice cream social thing?
No, the ice cream treat is when we drop a Wednesday
like you just did.
Yeah. And so that's the Patreon deal. And
did we read this one from May 4th?
For what?
No,
reviews?
I got it pulled up.
So that's the other thing that you can do is go on Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. And somebody left us a May the 4th be with you review, it looks like.
I'm going to read it because...
Go for it, Mel.
Funyuns. The best thing since sliced dead.
Whoa.
I work from home and listen to Stern when he's live. When he's not, I started bringing this podcast, Big Fish and Deadhead, and heard Dawn from Female Centrics give you guys a shout out while promoting Osiris podcasts. Thank you, Dawn. That is so sweet. I found NSR and have been binging straight when I can up to episode 20. I actually can't wait to go to work in the morning so I can get back on the long, strange trip that is No Simple Road. And honestly, the honesty and vulnerability is refreshing, and the topics are what I love on every level. Thanks, you guys. Keep it up. Yeah. Update. These friends from this show I now call my family.
Yeah.
And will support them to the end. And we have seen countless shows together, and the Mycelium network continues to grow. Never forget, safety third, JB.
Aw.
That's
dope.
High praise.
I'll take it. I'll take it too.
That is.
I'll take it, and I'll raise you a thank you.
I'll take it. I'll see your thank you, and I'll raise you, and I love you.
I'll raise your I love you too. Thank you, sweetie Petey.
You won. Mel just won. I can't. Nobody beats a I love you, sweetie Petey. I wouldn't even know what to say after that. Now I'm all kerfluffled and flustered.
I'll trump you all with the Jasper Spanky Booty.
Oh shit.
Dang.
Oh, you can also call 971-808-1524. That is the No Simple Road Tepid line. You can call in, tell us a story, tell us a joke, tell us about the day you were born, if you remember. If you do, you should probably call in 971-808-1524 and tell us about that, because that would be a really incredible story.
That would be cool to hear.
Yeah, it would.
So we know you got interesting story. Everybody's got something to say. Just call up and say it.
Hey,
there's no constraints. There's no. I mean, we ask for things, but you do whatever you want.
It's wide open, man. 971-808-1524. No Simple Road Tepid line. And hey, here's the deal. The best thing you can do for yourself and for us is to tell somebody that you love about No Simple Road. Say, hey, I know about a cool podcast. You should go listen to it. It's called No Simple Road. It's Aaron, Mel, Apple, and Darwin, and they hang out and they interview people like Andy Frasco.
And you're my friend, and I think you should listen to this cool thing too.
And I love you.
Here's my love. Here's my love in the form of this cool podcast I listen to.
Boom. That's it. So there's the business. What do you think? How do we do, everybody?
We did great.
Like, should we hit some applause for that?
No. Yeah. No.
All right, no applause
for Andy.
We're gonna get you to the interview with Andy right now, and we love you guys. And without further ado, the No Simple Road crew gives you
Andy Frasco.
Doesn't matter if you're rich or you're broke. Doesn't matter if you're young or you're old.
birthday?
It was good.
That's it?
That's boring.
What
No,
I did,
come on,
it was
man.
Jam Cruise.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'll talk all about it if you want.
All right.
Yeah, we do want to talk
Here,
about it. 'cause
let's go.
That's a big
Are
deal.
we
How
recording?
He does.
That's a big deal. How you
He
let
does
you
have
bring in your
all-
birthday.
Oh,
Whenever you're around Aaron, just assume he's recording everything.
I don't
That
know.
whole
I
lunch,
just
dude?
don't think a 35-year-old birthday is an important birthday. And I like,
That's a milestone. Every 5 or 0 is a milestone.
really?
Sure.
I just feel like I'm getting too old.
Do you? Okay. For real?
Yeah.
Okay, and what?
At
Okay,
35?
what if you are?
Wow, you
Then
guys
what?
want to? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go right out there. Here we go. We're going right for the jugular.
We're
We'd like to
raw dogging it.
welcome Andy
We're fucking
Frasco
raw
to the
dogging
podcast.
Welcome, Andy.
No, I talked about this a little bit. I was like, I fucked up. I told everyone it was my birthday the day before Jam Cruise. So I had it's like, everyone's already partying. So like, it was just like, I wish I didn't tell anyone until the day of, because everyone's like, it's almost your birthday. It's almost your
So
birthday.
you had to build up.
Hey, birthday boy. I'm like, fuck.
Woo.
I just don't like, I don't know. I don't like the attention like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. You did bullshit.
Well, he said
Andy
like- he
Frasco
said
just
like
said
that.
he doesn't like the attention, and like that, I didn't hear
I
that
called
part.
That was, the
Bullshit.
important, that was the important part. He added in the like that. That's a birthday
I don't know.
thing.
I mean, I'm already getting attention,
and birthday
babe,
attention's
check out
different.
my shirt. Check out my shirt.
Oh, I love it.
Frasco.
When you agree, okay, birthday,
Okay, wait. Why is birthday attention different?
It's different.
little more annoying.
because you're expected to be like the excited one and stuff like that.
But it's your fucking birthday. You should be excited.
I mean, I'm excited all the fucking time.
That's
I don't
true.
need to.
There-
You don't need
okay.
an
Well,
extra.
okay, wait a minute.
Okay.
You're on Jam Cruise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so you're
That's not like church.
no. So Andy's at work, right?
Oh,
He's at
shit.
work
He's at
telling
work.
everybody, you know what I mean, that it's his birthday, and
He's
like,
at
Yeah.
work.
It feels a little selfish.
Oh, really?
really,
I just feel like I'm being like obnoxious with the "Hey, look at me" type of thing. you
Where
know?
are my
But
presents?
that's your personality
gifts can
anyway.
go over
I know,
there.
but like enough is enough.
Wait.
I got a podcast. Fuck, I got a band. I don't need to talk about anything else.
I just want to know, did you have a special gift table? Like you guys can put the gifts over there.
like it's
Yeah.
a mitzvah.
Hello, Jam Cruise. Please leave my presents by the atrium, please. God, I'm such a tool. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my God.
It's not easy though, realizing that you're getting older. And,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what, man, like in the last 2 years, so I turned 50 and then 51, obviously, but when I turned 50,
That's the chronological order.
thank you, Alan. When I turned
so good at
50,
math.
having to look back and be like, fuck, man, there's a lot in back of me, less in front of me than is behind
Right.
me now. And realizing that you're getting older is not easy.
No.
And doing what you do is not easy.
Right.
So, I mean, that's got to be a head trip.
Yeah, it is extremely. And you see all these young bands too who have all this energy and shit. Like we interviewed like Eggy
Mm-hmm.
and 10th Mound Division, all these kids who are just super energetic. I'm just like jaded as fuck. I'm like, they're like, yeah, we're going on the road, man. We're all hopping in a van. I'm like, well, I just celebrated a 35th birthday on a boat. No, no, it is. It's getting older. Like, especially when everyone tells you this is a young man's game, you know?
It's not, though. It's not, because you know what, man?
Energetic wise, though, you might be onto something. How do you keep doing this as you get older? How, like,
Less drugs, more
Okay.
sleep, more water, vitamins.
What vitamins you taking?
I take spirulina. I take a probiotic. I take vitamin D.
yes.
And I take, I'm about to start taking fish oil because I heard that's good for you too.
Yeah, good
Get
for
on
the
that
heart.
athletic
Good for the heart.
greens shit.
Yeah, is it spirulina that?
There
Yeah,
is
it's
spirulina
got
in
more
athletic
than that,
greens.
yeah.
Yeah. No, you bring up a good thing, man. Like, when we're younger, we beat ourselves up
Yeah.
continually,
Right.
and you think that it can go on forever. And then when you start getting older, you start realizing that like your body is not going to handle
No.
the abuse that you're handing to it. And then it's funny, man, you're doing the exact same thing that I did. Like, I need to start taking vitamins. I need to start exercising. I need
Right.
to, you know what I mean? And realizing that shit actually mattered.
Oh yeah. I couldn't. I thought I was dying, and I didn't realize it was just acid reflux.
my
no
God.
shit.
I really thought I was dying. I thought I thought I had throat cancer. I'm like super neurotic anyway, so I thought I had like stomach cancer and throat cancers. And
What is this based on?
It was just my Jewish neurotic
Okay.
brain that my mom,
Yeah, we
The
get
acid
that.
reflux can make you feel like you're having a fucking heart attack.
It's
too.
the worst.
All the chest pain and everything. Like,
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah, exactly. And I was,
Oh, I ate like
and then
shit.
especially when you have panic attacks, and everything just starts triggering itself. So like, I had to like slow it down. Like I had this epiphany. I'm only on day 4 of this tour,
You too.
I'm glad we caught you early.
I thought your first show was yesterday.
We had 3 without big
before.
something.
Okay.
And I did. Normally I could just like take 10 shots and maybe
Yeah, I've seen you put it back, dude.
put it back, or like do that, then wake up at 6, drive the van, drive the boys, like not drunk, but maybe I'm not going to say that. But like,
Slightly hungover.
Never.
or like if I'm, but I'll drink. I only power drink from like 10 to midnight and then I'm done.
Can you explain to me what power drinking is?
I don't drink all day.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
I don't drink after the show unless
Okay, so
it's-
10 at night till midnight.
I just drink
Like that.
during the
Oh,
show.
Okay.
So, and then, but I'm such on adrenaline, I got to wind down.
Right.
You're talking about ketamine, right?
Yeah.
I took that once. I've only taken it 3 times.
Okay.
I took that yesterday.
How did you do
you
it?
did.
Yeah.
And
Or 2 days ago. I liked it. Yeah, you got to snort it. I didn't like that because
yeah.
I have bad allergies.
Yeah,
Right.
face drugs are gnarly.
They are. And I realized that, like, because I really don't do coke anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah. I used to do it a lot. And I just see how it is. I don't know. The face drugs, I can't fuck with.
Dude, it's a whole thing. And to me, and this is just me, ketamine is in a completely different category than any other face drug. When I think face drug, I think meth and blow,
Mhm.
right? Ketamine I'm not doing ketamine and then like at 3 a.m, like, call the dude.
Yeah.
We ran out. That was the last line. Here's my ATM card. Like, I'm not doing that with ketamine.
Right.
I'm having an experience.
It's more like,
I know, but what about
Yeah.
Listen, bro, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. The windows are talking to me, man.
No, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. I feel like it's such an internal drug that like if you have to take the right amount if
Yes.
you're in public, because if you take too much,
Oh, it's bad.
yeah. And Denver, that's all everyone's doing is fucking ketamine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going out and fucking partying on it. I'm like, how the fuck are you doing
Yeah.
this?
How the fuck? I don't know.
We've
how to do
learned
that.
that. We've learned it.
I don't know.
It's
No,
like an
I don't.
at-home thing with
Aaron,
a
you
got
certain
to.
set of people. It's got to be the right people.
Set and setting.
Yeah. Set and setting.
Look,
Okay, Andy,
it's-
do you think drugs are out of control?
A little bit.
Do you know what I mean too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of
There's so
control.
much
How?
There's just so much coke everywhere now.
Really? I don't see blow anywhere.
Because you're sober.
Oh, that's true.
You know.
Well,
Yeah.
sober is relative, Andy.
Well,
That's
when you
true.
see it at a show, you don't pay enough attention to the crowd because people. Well, it's hard to tell now too when people are doing key bumps because now there's ketamine.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
You could be doing
but
anything.
people are doing keys all the time at shows.
Hold on.
What?
Backtrack this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said you're not seeing as much drugs as you used to.
I don't see coke
oh.
as much as I used to.
But I think Andy's right. You're not looking for it. If you were fucking scouting the room, you'd fucking lock eyes with the dude
no,
or the
I
chick.
I can't fuck around.
But I'm saying
Yeah.
if you were into it, you'd see it.
Yeah.
You'd find it. It'd be there.
You were coke scouting.
Do you want to see No Simple Road and my whole life fall apart?
No.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
we're
no, thank
not
you.
trying anybody to have their life fall apart. But like,
Darwin won't have it.
On the next episode of No Simple Nose.
Aaron's back. Jewish only podcast. Dude, it's to me, it's a completely different thing because when I'm doing ketamine, allegedly,
Yeah.
it's an experience and I'm getting something from it. It's not just like I'm partying. Like
Okay.
I'm doing shit. Like,
Are you
stuff
doing
is-
like ketamine
You're-
therapy
yeah.
yet?
No.
Tell them how you feel about that.
What do you feel about that?
I think it's great.
I thought you'd hated
No.
Well, but I mean, if you're doing it right, setting everything, it is therapy.
Yeah,
It's very therapeutic.
Just because you're not in a medical setting doesn't
is-
mean it's not therapeutic.
This is a non-sponsored thing. I'm not mentioning this because of anything.
we should set up a clinical room.
We should. There's that thing called Mind Bloom. Have you heard of this?
no.
You can go check out Mind Bloom, right? And it's a website, and you have a call with a doctor or whatever, and then they send you ketamine to your house.
They send you a whole kit.
A kit.
It's like a night sleeping goggles
and
thing,
like a journal
a
and music and the whole thing, so you can have your own guided at home by yourself ketamine experience. I think that's fucking great.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. I understand that you have to do ketamine in your face, or that's the way that people do it.
Can you boof it?
You can boof anything. You can
There's also
boof
pill.
vodka.
There's also pill form,
You
but that's
can
not
move.
popular.
No.
No.
No. So, but I don't know. I feel way differently about that than I do blow and
Right.
stuff. And when you say that drugs are out of control,
I said it.
what do you mean, Mel?
I think that like anything and everything, at first it's taboo, and then it's like, ooh, you don't see it around. You got to know the right people to ask. Then there becomes this popularity where now everybody's doing it. It's not fucking cool or fun anymore, and it's just everywhere. And maybe part of the mystique is being secretive, like you were talking.
You sound just like me.
I was saying, like a while back we had the conversation, but sometimes shit gets too fucking popular, and that's just the turnoff. That's it.
Is what
Big booty hoes is cool, but then like you've seen so many hoes with big booties, it's like, all right,
I
like,
want a little
that's-
booty hoe now.
That's fine.
Medium booty.
I'm looking for that skinny ass.
But you know what I mean? Like
I do.
shit gets
Yeah.
played out. And I'm talking about personally in your life too. Sometimes you do shit and you get annoyed with yourself. Like, ew, enough is it fucking enough with the drinking, or enough's enough with the fucking around all the time. Like you
Right.
personally get to your own like
limit.
annoying limit, and then that's it. Like
So how do we approach the people who who don't have that emergency stop button?
ooh.
Mm.
Those are the people that we have to fucking, like with Aaron, I had to have an
Cold
intervention.
turkey.
That no.
I
don't-
straight up had to have an intervention with Aaron.
Yeah,
like
we had-
I,
Really? Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
literally.
Like what? Where was your rock bottom?
My
Jesus
rock
Christ,
bottom. Well, his
man.
his rock bottom was my rock bottom.
Well, my rock bottom was living in an abandoned building on a homeless
In Vegas?
In Vegas, stealing from Home Depots to get money
For heroin?
for dope, and shooting dope in an abandoned building and sleeping on the floor.
Hold on. By yourself?
Me and my brother.
So your brother was doing heroin too?
Yeah.
Would you guys ever like steal from each other?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's fucked up.
It was fucked up.
So where'd you find this abandoned house?
It wasn't it wasn't a house. It was like a
women's shelter.
yeah. It was it used to be
not
a
a shelter.
hospital.
Yeah.
It was a women's hospital that was abandoned, and like there was like doctors' offices, 1-story like office park, abandoned office park,
Yeah.
and we just busted one of the windows and we're living in like one of the doctors' offices because it had power and water and still on. Yeah.
Holy shit. Who
Yep.
caught? Did anyone catch you like for trespassing?
No. No.
They didn't care.
Nobody ever caught us.
So you
and
could have died there.
I tried to die there. I tried to commit suicide in that place.
What
And
about your brother? He didn't
passed
care if
away.
he died from heroin?
he died from hepatitis C from heroin abuse.
Oh
A
my
lot of
liver
liquor.
failure.
Yeah, a
Drinking.
lot
So
of drinking.
he died, and then you stayed there by yourself.
Oh no, he didn't die there. No,
Oh.
no, neither of us passed away in that place. No.
Yeah, that came
That was- that came
afterwards.
later.
So
that what part of Aaron's life that he's talking about is when we first got together.
No way.
Yeah, way.
After he tried to literally commit suicide, was the day after is when I found him, and then
I was walking down the street the day after trying to commit suicide. I woke up in the morning with the needle in my arm, like
You just try to overdose yourself?
yeah. And dude, I did enough dope to kill a horse.
Hold on. So why did you feel like you wanted to do that?
I was on the street. I was strung out on dope, and I was done. There was like I couldn't see the end of it. Do you understand what I mean by that? There was no like end to the misery that I was in, the cycle of like getting sick and getting well. I couldn't see the end of it.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's no emergency stop.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that button. And so the only way out was to check out. And I remember like,
holy shit, Aaron.
Waking up in the morning and being like, fuck. Because all my resources were spent, now I'm going to be sick today because I blew everything yesterday thinking I wasn't going to be here today. I was walking down the street and I was like, I guess it's praying. I don't know.
You don't guess.
And look, I was like, look, either let me die or get me out of this because I can't fucking do this anymore.
And I can't believe that he did
and
all
here
that.
she comes.
This is one of the few
She almost hit me with her car.
This is one of the few points in our life.
Really?
For real.
This is the truth because so he was doing that while he was getting high that night trying to off himself. The day before that, while he was off getting his shit, I went into that abandoned building to try to find him.
We hadn't seen each other in months either.
Hold on. So you guys knew each other though?
But we hadn't seen each other in a while.
We knew
Did
each
you guys
other.
hook up a couple months ago?
We had never hooked up.
Really?
We were just friends.
I wasn't about hooking up like that.
So what'd you see in him that you wanted to save him?
God only knows.
That's
a great question, Andy.
I mean, we see homeless people all the time. Why'd you pick Aaron to save?
I feel like I didn't have a choice in the matter in the sense that like our connection was so strong even back then that it didn't make sense to me either. It wasn't like, oh, he's hot or I see my kids with him or it was no romantic shit like that. If it was like a magnet, like why the fuck do I care about this dude? I had a good, he'd gotten me a good job. I was making money. I had my own car. I was living with my brother. I had my daughter. She was in daycare. I mean, she was set. I was fucking dating doctors and shit. Like I was hanging out, I was doing my own thing. And then this guy, I couldn't not help him. I couldn't not do it. Put it that way. There was nothing in me that was like, oh yeah, well, fuck it. It's fine. It was instinctual.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she almost hit me with the car, dude. Like I stepped off the curb and this car goes,
so the rest of the story is like he had that whole thing in the evening. I tried to find him during the day when he was copying his stuff. I bumped into this guy that also lived at that women's shelter, was like, oh, that dude's bad news. Him and his brother, they like be robbing people and you got to stay away from him.
No shit.
Swear to God. I
was a different person, Andy.
So
were you angry or?
He was sad.
I was sad and dangerous.
Yeah.
Sad. And then his brother was really bad. So he had an influence on him that was just bad. His brother's
the one that got us into it.
Yeah.
You were on it too?
Yeah. And at this point in his life, that's what I was going to say a minute ago. It was the only point in mine and Aaron's friendship since our early teens where we weren't together. We'd usually help each other. He would have had a place to stay if I would have still been in Vegas. I would have made him stay.
So you moved out?
I was living in California at my mom and stepfather's ranch up by Yosemite, self-imposed rehab because I was hooked on meth. He was more into heroin.
Apple shooting meth.
Yeah, which is weird because I've always been a person that's into downers.
I mean, you're the most chill dude ever.
He wasn't then.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a different thing.
Dude.
And yeah, I had no idea that he was that bad. I found out quite a bit. I found out after me. I found I always say to this day that it's like the guardian angel. Mel came along and saved his life.
Divine.
I would have lost my brother.
It was like we're all trying to talk about what is it? It was divine. I'm not saying God or not God. It was bigger than myself. What was happening? He was in some fucked up place. I was in a great place. He had helped me out when I was fucked up. Like I was a teenage mom. I was making like fucking $475 working at a movie theater. He comes and gets me a job working in a hospital, making 3 times what I was making, maybe even 4 times what I was making.
Yeah, we were making like $16.
So that changed my life.
Hold on, you were getting her jobs while on heroin?
So I I went to school to be a surgical assistant. And the school that I went to was next to the movie theater that Mel worked at. That's how we met.
Did you flirt with her a bunch?
All the time. Every time I walked by the movie theater, I was flirting with her. I thought it was the weirdest thing. Like, once I met Mel, it was like one focus. Like, everything else went out the window except for dope.
Did you know he was doing dope at the time?
No,
she had no clue.
I was wet behind the ears.
I was doing like $300 worth of dope a day and going to school.
All these track marks and stuff, and I didn't know what a track mark looked like. He was like, "Oh my cat scratch." Yeah, he was like, "Oh my cat," and I was like, "Oh,
cat's crazy."
Hold on, what?
Yeah,
I was so wet behind my mom.
So how'd you know he needed help?
Well, so we were working at the hospital together.
This is before he was homeless.
Yeah. And
he wasn't always homeless. He kind of had his shit as much together as you can have for shooting dope every day.
And I was going to school. And then when I graduated,
making straight A's at school, Andy.
I
graduated
on
the top
dope?
On dope. And I ended
working in a surgical, surgery.
We were functional drug addicts.
You're working in surgery?
Yes.
High on heroin?
high as fuck.
And I was shooting
nodding out and shit.
I was shooting up meth working in my dad's law office.
What?
I was
Fuck.
Yeah.
being like,
Yeah.
typing 120 words a minute. And yeah.
So I ended up getting fired.
For
I
what?
I did some dumb shit at work.
What'd you do?
Okay, so there's.
Have you already told this story?
No, I've never told this
All
on
right, cool.
this podcast. This is bad.
Okay, what'd you do?
So, an operating room is a sterile environment.
Yeah.
And each operating room is its own sterile universe. So, like, you can't bring, like,
anything
hemostats from operating room A and into operating room B. You don't do that.
No.
So I had the biohazard trash.
Oh my God.
And walked from one operating room into another operating room with the fucking bag of bloody guts and sponges.
While
and
they
shit.
were operating.
While they were doing
yeah.
it. I was not present.
Just walking
Were
in
you
the room.
doped up?
Yeah, I was fucked up. And the charge nurse at the time, the lady that was in charge of like all the operating room shit, was this like Nurse Ratched, gnarly, old school, hardcore nurse. She fucking hated me.
She had it
from
in
the
for 'em.
day that I started working there. She had my number.
Jesus Christ.
She knew fucking flat out, but could never prove it, and always like had it out for me the whole time I worked there. And when that happened, I never saw her smile until that day.
That she's like, I got you. bitch.
That was it. I'm done. You're fucking done. So I ended up getting fired, and
But
being on the
before he got fired, he had gotten me a job doing EKG. So he trained me to do the job that I was doing. Like I said, I was making fucking $4 an hour, and now making almost.
And you didn't know he was all doped up?
No.
How do you work on heroin? I just don't understand. Isn't it like a drug where you doze off and
well,
shit?
I mean, there's levels of,
You just had a high tolerance.
and also I was
It's like
I was
maintaining
fucking with the
it.
methadone clinic too. So I would like
What?
have periods where I would go to the methadone clinic and like take my methadone and be all right for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you mind? I
Let's
got
go.
so many
Let's
questions.
go,
Okay.
man.
Yeah. Well, like with addiction.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
With addiction, it becomes when you're an addict, it's like food.
Yeah.
It eventually becomes like it's what makes you get up
It's air.
and work
Yeah.
and
I
everything.
wonder if I'm a functioning alcoholic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%, dude.
Well, you can do your entire show fucked up.
Right.
And no one's saying like, oh, that was bad. They're fucking loving it. You're killing it. You're going to the next city, doing it again.
Yeah.
So you're just using your drug of choice or your poison
Yeah.
to do whatever. And that's what he was. People do it every day. They're on all fucking like
Xanaxes.
Exactly.
yeah, the pharmaceutical.
Well,
addicts.
going back to what you said, maybe there is a drug problem in our country.
That's what I was talking
Definitely.
about. And I don't like, it's not just like street drugs. That's not what I mean.
No, it's like the tolerance. Like we have
everything.
such a high tolerance for
Everything.
Yeah,
Everybody's on something, including kids.
Yeah.
Get them started early. Oh, they're not
caffeine.
Attention deficit disorder. They're a fucking kid. Kids don't like to pay attention to you. Shut the fuck up. You don't put them on drugs. You give them something funner to do.
It's true.
I mean,
I don't know, man. For me,
But they're also, I have to say this too. They're helpful. Drugs are helpful, and they help you to
Right.
break down barriers. Like, think about this. Like, when you smoke a joint with somebody, all of a sudden the vibes are chill, mood's a little bit more relaxed. You know, start talking, flowing. You take some Molly, all of a sudden things are happy. You're elevated. You want to dance. It's not that they're bad. Even the prescription drugs. It's that it's like a free for all, and there's no like integration process.
The word medicine has been lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And like Mel, I'm going to speak freely about our recent experience. Is that okay? In Mexico?
I mean,
yeah.
I guess.
So like,
I mean, I get no. That means no,
Yeah.
dog.
so
What happened?
we were just talking on the way to come pick you up, and like the experience that I had on psychedelics in Mexico, for me, I don't get stuff in the moment too often with that.
Mhm.
Like, for me, it's days and weeks after that the download happens or whatever. And like, I don't think I would be working the things out that I'm working out in myself without that assistance of those medicines.
Like the psychedelics.
Yeah,
and stuff?
man. The stuff that I've realized and like that I've come to change about myself, and the stuff that we've done with No Simple Road, I mean, not solely and totally completely attributed to that. Of course, there's three of us, and our time and talent and creativity goes into this, but
It's a component.
without that stuff, there's a big piece of this that would be missing. And I think with you too, it's the same thing. You know, you've built a brand for yourself that's kind of based
On what, drugs?
around partying.
And
Yeah,
and
true.
I feel like what you've done, you've made it okay for other people to be free with that, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
I feel like that embarrassment and that shame and that hiding is fucking gone. And when you're at one of your shows, it's okay to let your hair down.
Yeah.
It's after the fact, right? It's after what, like you said, when people don't have that stop button, when people can't just do that night and then that's it. Like,
yeah, I
cool,
want to
that
keep
was
the party
fun.
going.
Do you
Yeah.
have that, Andy? Do you have a stop button?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do. What's your
Just normally you
No,
have it,
no,
or you
no,
had to build that up?
what's the thing that tells you to stop?
Well, I'm a workaholic, and once the partying affects my work, then I stop doing things.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you say to yourself, fuck that, I'm done.
Yeah. I could just have one toot, or I could just have 2 shots, or I could just have.
That's so baffling.
If I
to
got to
me.
wake up at 6 a.m., I could stop.
I don't understand that. Like, my
Really?
mind doesn't work like that. I
I don't even smoke weed anymore.
Really?
wait, what?
I know.
What was weed? Why did you get rid of that one?
Because it's giving me anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah.
Started doing the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, let's
Get
talk about that.
Yeah.
For real. Like,
I'm really toned it down. A complete.
Since when?
It's been like, I don't know, 7 months. I still drink a lot, but I drink at night. You know, I think it's because my dad was, I'm inspired by my dad. He works all the time, and after work, he'll just drink until he goes to sleep. But he's not drinking all day. He's like,
and he's not like,
A literal, like a nightcap.
he's not an angry drunk. He's just like, that's what he does to wind down. And I think that's kind of how I am. But instead of winding down, I'm winding up for my show.
Oh.
But
How do you come down from a show, Andy?
yeah, I was just on a back. I porn.
I was just
Okay.
gonna say probably jerks
Okay.
off. A
I
bunch.
jerk off. Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
Demons out.
right or wrong answer. Everybody,
You
I'm
gotta
sure
get the poison out.
Karina
Andy.
Reichman takes baths, right? There.
Yeah. I ain't taking a bath in a Motel 6. That's for sure.
You heard that story? Do you hear that
No,
story? She
no.
got fucking like ringworm and shit from
The band was telling her, don't bathe in these hotels.
And she got ringworm?
some shit. Yeah.
something similar.
See, fuck all that.
I love
See,
you, Karina.
shout out to Karina, but
Yeah.
I can't even take a shower when the tub's wet before I'm in there.
What?
Like if one of my other band members
Oh, they left
yeah.
some
I need
there's residue.
completely dry. or I will not go in that fucking shower.
So
Okay.
let's get back to this anxiety.
Okay.
Anxiety.
Okay.
I want to dig into this.
The bath thing was pretty cool.
No, the bath thing's cool. Mel asked me a question on the way to come get you today. We were talking, and I said, since Mexico, I realized that everything I do, I'm fucking hurrying.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing I do, like if I'm grinding coffee beans, I'm trying to fucking hurry and do it as fast as I can. If I'm writing an email, I'm trying to do it as fast as I can to get to the next thing. And there's always this underlying level of anxiety because of it, because I'm trying to hurry and I'm worried that I'm not going to do it fast enough. And then something, and I realized like, wow, I don't have to fucking do that. I can just like chill out and decide, oh, I don't got to hurry right now. But then my wonderful wife says, but why do you think you do that?
God damn it, man.
Trying to get to the root of the problem.
The man finally relaxes in fucking Mexico. He finally doesn't have the demons of anxiety. And he finally just puts his shoulders down. Good. I got this motherfucker now.
But why? But why did you do it?
That's like my next normal progression. And then he's like, I never thought about that. And I'm like, how could you not fucking think
No,
about
I was like, why? I don't even care why. I'm going to make it stop now. So I don't care why. But my point in saying all that was to ask you, like, so you do the same thing?
Yeah.
have this interior rush?
I have this interior rush right when I wake up. And my managers and my agent hate me so much because I'm micromanaging them on everything. Shit. I'm finding out the gossip of festivals before they find out, and I'm letting them know. Or now my dumb ass is like, I just don't say anything, and it just kills me inside because I'm just like, I am always one step ahead, and everyone thinks I'm moving too fast always, and my anxiety is so bad that I have to overwork to
crush it.
Because I don't want to take drugs to crush it. I don't want to drink all day to crush it. So what I chose to control my anxiety is just overworking myself until I'm exhausted.
So that's your quote unquote medicine / drug?
Yeah, I love working.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to sound like a stupid, silly question, but I'm honestly asking you this. Like, can you watch a movie?
If I'm not interested in the first 10 minutes, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
It's got to grab.
are you on your phone?
I gotta
or,
grab.
like,
I'm
looking
on
at
my
stuff?
phone. I have my computer on my dick, and I have my phone out, and I am, checking emails while it's on.
Wow.
And then I'm doing a social media post or while the movie's on.
And you're doing all the editing for your show,
And I'm editing
doing
the
all your social
podcast.
media shit, and
Yeah, marketing, budget plans.
So when does it stop?
It doesn't.
When I die, I think.
But this is what I'm realizing.
Yeah.
If we do that constantly, right?
Is it suppression?
It totally is. It's suppression, and if we do it constantly, we're missing all the shit that's actually happening while it's happening because we're on to the next thing.
Like right now, this is dope what we're doing. Like for real. 4 friends, kicking it, talking about real shit.
Right.
And then what we're just going to be fucking every 2 minutes looking at our fucking watch or our phone, be like, okay, I got to get out. Like, that's not fair. That's not fair.
To
it's
you
like,
or me.
It's not fair to anything or the time itself. Like, time deserves to be fucking savored and taken in. That's not fair that you are like, oh, I can't wait to see fucking, No Simple Road. We can't wait to see Andy. And then we're like fucking like her. Okay. Like fucking ants in our pants. Like we're got fucking crabs or something.
Right.
Can't sit down and just enjoy the moment. And what does enjoy mean? Whatever the fuck it means, it doesn't matter. But like taking the time, like I grew up with a mom that rushed for fucking my mom's thing was let's hurry up and go so we can hurry up and come back.
She said that when she was living
That's a
up
real
there.
thing.
Can we hurry up and go so we can hurry up and get back
That's
home?
my mom's mantra. Hurry up and go.
Like, what?
You know what? I'm kind of like that too, to be honest. Like when I'm on tour, I'm like, let's just get this done so I can go back home.
But then you want to get home so you can plan the next tour.
Exactly. So it is.
Constant.
Okay, so it isn't being present.
Mm-mm.
We're never present.
Never.
And we always pitch talking about being present.
pitch it.
And we are hypocrites.
Totally.
All of us are. And
And I think that's why I like music. Because
wait. How'd you get there?
because that is the only time when I'm on stage, that's the only time I'm truly, truly present.
Really?
Uh-huh. Or doing a podcast when I'm interviewing someone, truly present too. Unless the
Well, then
guest
you're working.
Lame.
You're
Yeah,
in the
let's
middle
get
of
boring,
working when you're doing those things.
Yeah.
So you're in your happy
So is it-
spot.
So maybe okay, I hear you there.
Wow.
So but what in that contradictory to distraction? If working for me is happy, then why
well,
is it a
because
distraction?
you take it to another level. Like work is fine, but you said you're a workaholic.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of like went beyond that. You're like won't let other people around your life do their job because you're trying to do their job too.
yeah.
And that's
why.
I guess that being on stage or doing your pod, that'd be the reward of
Right.
your work.
Okay.
Then,
Right.
I want to pose you a question.
Okay.
So there's 24 hours in a day. You got to sleep 8 hours. That leaves 16 hours. Am I right?
Good.
Thank
Ding,
you.
ding, ding, ding.
Hey, right on. I can do
16
math.
hours, yeah.
You got 16 hours in the day. Let's say that you set up a thing for yourself where you have to have like 4 hours. Where you got to have like 4 hours that you can't work. Right?
Right.
Or even 2.
Yeah.
Would you just go ape shit? Would you go crazy?
Yes. I've been realizing I can't even be alone.
Oh shit.
Mm.
It's pretty bad. But I can't have a relationship because I don't want.
Oh man.
I'm kind of fucked up. Like I always have to have my assistant or my tour manager with me while I'm working, even if we don't
Just
talk.
a hang.
Even if I'm working at my office and he's working on something else.
What happens when you're alone?
I don't know. I start having bad thoughts.
What are bad like
Like Rihanna, wow thoughts. When I'm with you, Andy, all I get is wow
I don't know. I
thoughts.
just feel like I start getting super depressed when I'm by myself.
So the
Sometimes I feel like suicide.
workaholism is preventing you from seeing
Wait
that.
a minute.
feeling
Back
that.
the fuck up. What?
Sometimes I when I'm super lonely, I think suicidal.
Okay.
No, wait, suicide or like, man, I don't care anymore. Like, I want this all to be over with.
It's not that bad. It's more of I have nothing to do now, so I might as well just go.
Okay.
Okay.
That's so temporary.
But yeah, that's my dad used to say a permanent solution for a temporary problem.
Right.
Yeah. But like, and this may sound stupid, but like, there's so much shit to do. There's so many things that like you and I have never experienced.
Right.
There's so many foods you've never tasted, drinks you've never
Right.
drank, smokes you've never smoked, drugs you've never done,
Mhm.
women you've never met, songs you've never, like an infinite number of shit that you've never done. And to think in that moment, like, well, there's nothing for me to do. So I could
Just check
think
out.
about that, man. That's
Pretty heavy.
wild shit, dude.
Like, is that just being super present?
No, I think that's like the ultimate form of avoiding whatever's happening
In my
in
my
in
brain.
yourself. Yeah, like whatever's triggering that depressive feeling, you'll do anything to be away from it
Right.
at any cost. And like work yourself to exhaustion, keep other people around you so you don't got to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Stay up until you pass the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, that's
But
what
you know, fucking life is lonely. I can understand that. Like, I'm never alone, so I like to be alone. But I can imagine with like if you don't have a partner, you're working your ass off, you're never really home. It's fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You how are you connecting with people if you're always so transient? You only have your small little group that boys that you play with, and then
That's
what?
it.
Exactly.
You know, I tried to have a girlfriend this year.
Yeah.
And that was extremely hard because I felt like I was trying to give her the most I can, and it still wasn't enough. And I just it beat me up. Like
It wasn't enough in what way? Like enough time?
she wanted my attention all the time when I'm not on the road.
oh,
So,
and that takes away from work.
and that takes away from work, and that takes away from I need a little bit of alone time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so I think about it in terms of this, like you say workaholic, so work is your drug.
Yeah, work
Right?
is my drug.
So that's like Mel trying to come between me and the dope.
Hmm.
You get where I'm coming from with that?
Yeah. So when did
How'd I get around that?
No, when did you finally give in?
I caught him.
Well,
Like,
that didn't stop me.
Well,
I kept going after that.
you did keep going after that, but that was like, okay,
That
you're
was
gonna
the
keep doing that, then that's it. Then that's what you get to do. You don't get to have me. Then that's
Oh, you gave him the ultimatum.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the ultimatum.
Yeah.
And
Did you keep doing it after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to
Yeah.
rehab. I cleaned up for a very short period of time.
Matter of days or weeks.
Yeah. And
No,
then
not even weeks. It wasn't even.
fucking blew it again. And yeah, what finally flipped the switch was
that
I
one.
realized through circumstance that I was going to be alone for the rest of my life if I didn't stop.
That's my fear too.
And I was like,
That's a very common
I'm
fear,
good.
being alone. And so being alone shouldn't be so negative. It should be like dope.
you want
Companionship.
Sure.
You want love. You want sex. You want like you want family. Like I get that, but that's not in everyone's cards. So just like being a musician,
Right.
like, that's not in everybody's
Well,
cards.
we have the perfect example right here.
Well, I mean, at this point, like 53 years old and single and stuff. I mean, I've realized like the boats say like I'm not settling down and having kids.
Yeah.
I'm fucking 53. You know, but would I love to be?
I'll have your kids, Apple.
I'd love to be in a relationship. Right on.
You fucking dope, Andy.
Thanks,
wanna video
thanks for
that.
tuning in. Me and Andy got to go now. But yeah, I mean, I'm 53. I'm single. It's funny listening to people that have a hard time being alone. 'Cause I've never had that problem my entire life.
You're okay being alone.
Yeah, I enjoy. I get into all kind, reading, doing things, even just late, like just with nothing on, not even listening in
Can
anything.
you imagine?
Just being quiet.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like
Psychopath.
it's like a I don't meditate
Solitary.
like that,
No.
but it's a meditation of just like shut everything off and it's
Yeah.
quiet.
I don't
And
have that.
I just want someone there. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to fucking entertain them. I just want someone just in the presence.
Why don't you get a dog, Andy?
Because who's
'Cause he's
going
on
to
the
take care
road.
of it?
Why can't it be like one of those cute, a baby little dog, a service dog? You fucking take it everywhere, like shits on the bus because it's got
I
a
can
little
totally
pad
see it.
on. That'd be rad and
got a
cute.
little Lakers
and it would help.
kennel.
I think that might help.
Little Lakers
little-
kennel with the beanie and shit.
The
Like a little
smallest dog.
Call him
sidekick.
Kobe.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
there
need,
you
you
go.
need a mini pin.
Yeah, the smallest dog you can get.
But
I-
You need something to love and that loves you, Andy.
I know.
And it doesn't need to have no attachments. Here, you want to help you out with that?
Help
I
out.
got it. I got it. I don't know. I hear you. I hear you very well. And but what am I? I don't know. And I'm so selfish though.
Well, I mean, if you realize that shit, it's
Andy, wait a minute. That's bullshit.
we're all
Because-
selfish, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
everyone's selfish. And I don't think selfish is bad unless you're being negative against somebody.
No.
You got to take care of yourself. You got to take a shit. You got to take a shower. You got to eat. You got to train, whatever. That's not being selfish. That's,
Right.
You put yourself first. That's good.
What is a city without its music?
The legacy of the New York Philharmonic is incredible.
Nearly 2 centuries of history. That's a lot of music and a lot of stories.
I was sitting on stage for the very first time thinking, I can't quite believe this is happening.
Join me, Jamie Bernstein, as we explore the history of the New York Philharmonic. It's the NY Phil story made in New York, a podcast about a city, its people, and their orchestra. Listen wherever you get podcasts.
Well, I mean, I love this girl. I don't know why I'm so heartbroken by this.
What do you
Yeah,
mean you
you-
don't know why? Because it hurts to fucking fall out of love.
I know.
It hurts.
But I broke up with her.
So
Why? Well, let's. Yeah.
Well, you
I
broke
can
up
talk
with-
about it.
Okay,
Okay.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I was afraid it was getting really serious.
Oh.
What the?
You pushed it away,
I
didn't
pushed
you?
it away.
That's what you were wanting, and then it's turned
Yeah.
to turn into that. And you're
Oh,
like,
shit, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to
This-
fuck it up.
This looks
Yeah.
different than I thought.
That was my MO
But isn't that a
forever.
junkie mentality?
Totally, 100%. I used to do that all the time.
I kind of feel like I'm doing that with my career now
I
that
would
I'm
build
getting
it
more
to
successful.
Burn, I would build it to burn it down.
Yeah.
I would build it to burn it down.
That's
and
how I
and then
am.
turn around and watch it burn and be like, ha 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 ha.
And then it burned down. Like, oh,
And be,
fuck.
oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Okay, why are you trying to do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Don't be giving me these one word answers. Like, I don't know. I want sentence.
Why am I building things to burn down? Because it gives me another task to do.
Because
afterwards.
God forbid you get what you were going for, then there's nothing left to go for after you got it.
Yeah, it's like that dream where you finally see. I'm finally seeing all my dreams. Like I'm playing Red Rocks. I'm selling out shows. I'm writing songs that people are singing along to. I'm seeing all the dreams that I wanted when I was 14. Now I'm scared shitless. Like, what is the next dream?
Dream a new dream.
It doesn't, dude. That's something that I've learned being with Mel. 100%. It doesn't fucking stop.
Right.
I promise you, dude.
Okay.
Like, whatever. Who the fuck am I? But seriously, there's always something.
Okay.
And I'm learning that they get bigger. Each thing gets bigger and bigger. Like, when you were 14 and you dreamed about just playing a show.
Right.
And now you did that. And then you dreamed about like writing a song that you heard on the radio.
Yeah.
And then you did that. And then you dreamed about selling out and you sold out shows. And then you Red Rocks, and they just get bigger and bigger. It doesn't ever stop. And then there's
is that mentality what's fucked up? Like,
that's what I said to Mel today. I said, I think that the reason, she said, what's the reason that you hurry? I think it's cultural.
Yeah.
I think it's bred
think so
into
too.
us in this country of like the hustle
Nobody
mentality.
really feels, and I mean truly, nobody just feels good anymore
I do.
for no reason. Not like you had a cup of coffee, not like you just got laid, not like you just played the show of your life. Like, it's rare to see people just feeling fucking good
I know.
for no reason.
Well, our society doesn't want us to feel good.
No, you got to
No, if you feel
try
good, you don't
Concentrics.
need them.
Yeah, here,
But
I have this pill, dude.
Can
I
we
have this-
transcend that though? I feel like we're all creating our communities, new communities. You're doing it with your podcast and your shows. We're doing it. We have a community. Can't we fucking flip the script on that? Can we flip the script on how we have fun, how we feel, what we need to work toward? Can we, I mean, it seems like it's possible.
Right. Is that just going back to the drug society?
Yeah.
I think you're on to something, Aaron, where it's like we are forced to have a solution for everything. And that's what's fucking us up.
Dude.
Like, we're never supposed to
Think
feel bad, so you take this.
Yeah.
Or you're never supposed to feel like satisfied, so take this. Like, there's always
Right. Something
another
to-
step. Like, oh, you fucking, you played all those shows. Now what? Like, why can't that, like,
Yeah.
yay!
Europeans are like that. Europeans have that philosophy of not how Americans are. We're like, they're content with their
I'll go have coffee at the
acre
cafe.
and their mule.
What's
yeah.
the difference? What do you think the difference is?
Because we're a hustle culture.
Yeah, I think it's that the idea of the whole basis of America and the American dream is to fucking find your dreams and go for them and fucking attack them. And like out there in Europe is like, we have people ready to kill us in different countries. And we have we can't follow our dreams. We got to find shelter. These guys are after us.
Right.
You know, it's like,
And
like survival over.
think about this. The whole idea of being a musician, right?
Yeah.
The thought behind it is you want to make it
Right.
as a musician. Make it, right?
Right.
So like, what does that even fucking mean? When do you make it? Is the race finished?
Yeah. What is,
At some point?
is it a race?
Is there,
Exactly.
Is it done? Or have you made it? And then when you make it, what happens? Do you disappear?
Yeah. It's like, at first, I always thought there was a finish line
No.
for anything.
No.
And there's no fucking finish line.
It doesn't end.
And that's what kind of scares me.
You do get a cool trophy when you play Red Rocks, though, don't you?
Yeah. I got one for COVID. I sold 200 tickets for COVID because that's the max capacity they could have.
Oh, shit.
sold them out.
I sold it out and they gave me a fucking.
Fuck yeah,
they gave me
Frasco.
a-
Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Thank
Sold it
you.
out.
Thank you for the trophy, Red Rocks. But
You deserved it.
yeah, thank you, Queen.
You did.
But I hear you on that. Like, what? Fuck. Why are we?
There's no make it.
There's no making it.
You already made it, homie.
Yeah, you did. Okay, yes.
You fucking, Andy,
You fucking made it.
you fucking made it.
Oh Jesus!
talking
You
shit
did.
like
I'm
you
serious.
haven't.
Like,
Oh my
people
God.
fucking know your name. They love your shows. They go to your shows. They listen to your music. They're fucking
You
throwing
fucking
you
sold
around.
out Red Rocks. Can we get back to that?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
No, but it's I
true,
think
Andy.
if I convince myself I made it, I'm not going to work hard to keep
Why not?
going. I don't know.
Why
You
not?
said you're a
Gives a
workaholic,
shit.
so that's not true. I don't buy that.
No, but I get where he's coming from.
No, but I'm going to tell him where he's coming from too.
Oh shit.
If you
I was
already
gonna tell you where you're coming from.
No, if you because there's little mental traps that we will tell ourselves to stay in our little samskara, that little same way of fucking wheel thinking, same round and round. You already made it. You already said you like to work. So even if you complete a task, you're gonna make work of something else.
Right.
Period. So you don't got to worry about, well, what if? There's fuck what if.
That feels good.
Fuck what if.
That feels good.
Good.
You'll always
deserve
find,
it.
dude. Then you'll be like, all of a sudden it's fucking real estate tycoon Andy, or fucking, I don't know, or like fucking mini golf Andy. You'll make something
We're
new.
starting a pickleball league.
That's what I'm saying. Like you'll always find something to do. So maybe.
So what? Okay. So what you're saying is change the mindset that there's never nothing to do.
There's always going to be something to do, man.
Have you ever been a gamer?
Just play as the Lakers on NBA 2K.
Okay. So like for the gamers out there, after you beat a game, you just cry in your fucking room and don't play any more games? No. You fucking go buy a new game and you try to beat a new game. And that's what you do in life.
Or
you made all your fucking quotas that you had in your head. Oh, I want to do this, that, and the other for musicians. Fucking pick a brand new field that you never fucking start a new instrument. Fucking play a brand new instrument. Like something that you are familiar with, but that you don't know. Like
take up Tibetan throat singing.
Well, because you need something to occupy your mind, and that's what's happening. You're getting bored with your same prescription, but you're not bored, period.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things to be excited about. You're just bored of what you're doing right this moment. Change the fucking flip the script. Change it up. That's it. Like last time you were here, you were like, oh, I'm going to move. You chose Colorado. We told you to come here, but you chose Colorado. Fine. We ain't butthurt about it. But at that time, you needed a change also. You know what I'm saying? And you changed your environment, and then you really fucking went somewhere.
Yeah, and I was happy. I found roots. Like I really do feel like I have roots in
Found
Denver
your people,
now.
right? Like
found my people.
That's what you need to do for yourself, for Andy now. Like you did that for your life, you did that, but now you need a personal inside. Like, what am I going to challenge myself to do now? What am I going to work hard toward now, since my dreams are coming true?
It's something that I had to do with
You're fucking right,
with
though.
No Simple
I know.
Road, dude. Is like I had this idea of what I thought making it with the podcast was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking relentless in my head, and everything that we did wasn't good enough,
And it was
because
hard
it
to be
didn't
around.
measure up to that what I thought it was. And I actually like stepped outside of it and took a look and was like, holy shit, if I had told that 46-year-old me that was sitting on the porch alone on the first day that I recorded this, that I would be sitting here with you right now doing this, and like have podcasted at the Peach and like gone to Skull and Roses and done it, all the shit that we've done, I would have been like, holy fuck, you made it.
Right.
So I had to realize that I'm always making it. It's always happening.
You're right.
And to be like, and to like be into it. Oh shit, right now is fucking dope.
You know
This moment
I've made it.
But you want to know what your new word is? Pivot. Fucking
Pivot.
pivot, dude. It's not like, oh, don't play music anymore, Andy. It's like, you want to work on that 60 days a year show and then fucking do a daily show? Why not put your energy into that?
Right.
That would make you happy. Who cares if in 10 years after that, you're like, oh, this is fucking boring. Do a fucking new dream. Like, you know, like being a mom was my whole fucking life, dude.
Yeah.
Then my baby boy moves out and I'm devastated. So happy because he's fucking on his own, financially stable, loves his girlfriend, doing good.
Dude's got more savings than we do.
Then,
God,
Yeah.
motherfucker. No.
but then I feel like the little kid that was left all alone and everybody went to the dance and I'm staying at home. That's what it felt like after he
It
left.
did feel like that.
Yeah, my
And-
mom feels like that. She just gave her whole life to the kids, and now she has nothing to do.
You
And-
have a sister?
2 older sisters.
Okay.
So then what do you do after that? As a mom, I had to figure some shit out.
Right.
I got more involved in No Simple Road because I was always kind of 1 foot out with No Simple Road and 1 foot in. 1 foot out was always with my kids and my family. Like, I'm not, sorry guys, that was in my head. I'm not saying that I did less for the show. I'm saying my head, it was out.
Yeah.
Now I put my head in, started fucking picking up the banjo. I got more clients, and I'm like, you got to make some shit up.
Right.
You got to put some wind underneath your own wings. And if I'm still harping on my babies, that's fucking annoying.
And the thing
Right.
too, Andy, is like
Right. You're totally right.
never giving yourself credit for where you're at.
That's true.
I never do
It's
that.
fucking bullshit, dude.
Let's give Andy credit for where
Let's
he's
hear
at
it for
right
Andy.
now.
Come on.
Andy!
Yay!
Woo, Andy!
Thanks, bro. Fucking
I got a very maybe dumb.
I love you
like
guys
one of the
so much.
a very
God damn it.
simple question. This
Okay.
is like for everybody because this is something I genuinely do, and you hear it, and it's sounds kind of dumb, but waking
I'm sorry, Apple.
up in the morning is a victory.
Yeah.
Done a lot of shit in my life. There's
Right.
3 times I almost died. 2 of them, Aaron saved me, saved my life. Like I genuinely look at that like it's a like waking up in the morning. It's like, I'm alive. No matter what fucking happens today, I'm fucking here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like to me, it's as simple as that. Of
So
like,
what do you get sad
who
about?
cares if I'm
Yeah,
single?
Apple, what do you get
Who-
sad about?
What do I get sad about? Not a whole lot. Usually, and I'm lucky at 53. Like right now, my saddest day is waiting for a hemorrhoid surgery. It's this is the worst thing, which is pretty good to say at 53. This is the worst thing I've ever gone through in my life. The last couple months of pain in the ass and everything. I'm like a grouchy bear. And fucking if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. But what do I get like depressed about?
You get lonely sometimes.
Yeah, I get lonely sometimes, and that's when I, get into another book or figure, something to do. But
Distraction.
distraction. It helps a whole lot to the way we live. Living with Aaron and Mel and Ryder, you're rarely by yourself. You may be in your room by yourself, but you've
You're never
always got
alone.
people around you and
Right.
stuff. And the thing I probably get most depressed about is when I start to go down the rabbit hole of analyzing I'm 53 and single.
Right.
Because that's something we all do. You don't want to go out of this world alone. Which I mean, even if you got friends and
But
everything,
We
not
all go out of this world
that's
alone,
not
brother.
a partner.
That's future
Huh?
thought.
Well, yeah, you can't take it
fucks
with
you up.
but-
That's future thought.
That's what fucks
Always
me up
fucks
too.
you
and that's what I
Future
try
thought.
not to do is like I hate that thing. What's your 5-year plan? Like fuck you. I don't have.
don't even have a 5-minute
I don't have a
plan.
tomorrow. I don't
Yeah.
have a tomorrow plan. Which sometimes is a bad thing too when you don't plan for anything. But-
Producer Corey just had a heart attack. It's on a 5-year plan.
Yeah,
He was just like, "What?" No, man. It's that future thinking is murderous, but it's a fucking fine line between something that can motivate you to keep moving forward and something that you can focus on.
But
that
we're
fucks you
talking
up.
about it from the negative standpoint, not the one where it's functioning, where you're making a good plan and you're planning your vacation and you fucking got your hotel set up. We're not talking
Yeah.
about that. We're talking about when you're fucking yourself up. You just did a great job and now you're like, what else? It's like the little kid that's an asshole to you in school that keeps poking you and making you feel like shit
Tell my
when you're
brothers-
actually doing a good job.
Right.
Well,
brothers my
I
whole
think
life.
that's another cultural thing in this country.
Well, that goes back to us always speeding everything up and not enjoying it. Like I have to think about that too. Like I eat food super fast.
Me too.
Even when I fucking want to enjoy it. Like I think about shit for a week and I'll just like finally eat it and I'll just eat it really quickly and not enjoy it. I think that's life too.
So,
and I thought through after COVID, like we talked about that during COVID, that everybody might slow down a little.
We
It
hit the
didn't
fucking
happen.
gas.
Yeah, it was like, oh shit. Now it's like
We wasted 2 years of our life. Let's
gotta make
fucking
up for
go.
it. I
Let's
gotta
live our dreams.
yeah, like oh shit.
Why? Why did we do that? Because of
No, the thing is why do we keep
Expiration?
doing it?
Yes, Andy, 100%. That's why
Expiration date.
we saw our mortality and realized, oh shit, I might not be able to do anything anymore. It could all be gone tomorrow.
Right.
When we didn't think that before. So I want to cram everything in now.
Right.
And I think that's why we're seeing part
Slow
of what
down.
we're
You're
seeing.
lucky to be alive.
Right.
Everybody's
I
like
think
hardcore.
this is funny. I think of it like that silly Seth MacFarlane movie, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah.
You know how lucky we are to be fucking able to be alive every day in this world with all the assaults that are coming at us constantly through our food, our air, our driving, like everything we do. There are so many ways to fucking die.
Dude, honest to God, Andy, the best prescription for all this shit, like you were just talking about the food, right? If you realize that you do that, maybe don't do that.
Right.
That's the simplest.
That's what I was gonna say. Through all this talking, like, just stop doing those things.
Well,
and why if we have all this, like, you are workaholics, you know that you can do the thing, you know it.
Yeah.
Why don't we do the thing when we know what's right?
Here's the part
Because
of
we're
that.
addicted.
Yeah, and here's the part of that is
Because
like
we're addicted.
We're also culturally programmed to think all or nothing. If it's not all the time, then it's broken, and
Right.
that's bullshit. So like, back to the food thing. If you're eating and you're like, oh shit, I'm rushing through eating, I'm not enjoying this. Slow down for that one fucking bite.
Yeah.
And go, oh, I didn't do it just now. I'm good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It doesn't have to be every fucking time. That
Small wins.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I forget who I was listening to. Something guy was talking about microdosing LSD, and he was working from home and he was fucking miserable, right? And the guy started microdosing LSD, and he went to his friend and he was like, dude, I had a fucking breakthrough from microdosing LSD and being miserable working from home. The guy was like, what was it? What was the breakthrough? He's like, I put on socks. And he was like, what? He's like, my feet were fucking cold and I was miserable all day. And when I started microdosing, I realized my feet were cold and I put on socks. I have never been so fucking happy at work in my whole life. So it's not the huge mind-shattering, altering thing. It's the little fucking shit that can completely change everything.
Yeah, like I had acid reflux forever, and I finally took a probiotic, and I'm like, it's just a little thing.
And it changed your world now.
It changed my world. I am fucking jacked up. I thought I was just gonna just have a bad stomach for the rest of my life.
So you need a probiotic for your attitude about your career.
Yes.
And a probiotic for the attitude about a girl or a companion. Like, that for real. If you were like saying, hey Mel, and I'm like, dude, it's not Mel, it's Miel. Or, you know, like, would you still call me Mel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
But you know where I'm coming
Yeah,
from. Like,
yes.
at
Whatever,
what point, when you
cinnamon.
realize something is wrong, at what point do you correct it?
Well, you know, this goes back to Aaron's addiction problem.
What point did you correct it, babe?
When I realized that I was going to lose everything.
Yeah.
That's, for me, my
But it doesn't always have to be that dramatic.
No.
I understand for one
I was
person.
a dumbass.
Well, okay,
Like,
so Apple, when do you realize that? When you like,
yeah, what was your rock bottom, Apple? What made you decide to go to self-imposed rehab?
Oh, that my rock bottom was when I lived with my friend Bill, his 2 kids, a wife. I'm renting a room from them, and I'm in my room with the screwdriver jammed in my door to keep anybody from coming in. Nobody's trying to come in, but I had to prop my door shut because I'm in there shooting up and couldn't hit a vein, and blood's just pouring down my arm and needle hanging out. And I looked in the mirror and I weighed like, I'm 220, have been for a while. I was like 160. Then
Holy shit.
sunken eye, looked in the mirror, that old thing. It's one of those things like, that'll never happen to me. I'm looking in the mirror crying. I don't know who the fuck I am. Sunken eyes, fucking haven't eaten in days, maybe like a fucking couple French fries or something, and just pathetic. Started bawling. First phone call I made, which thank God, bless my dad, was my dad. I knew he'd have my back. I called my dad. I was working for him in his law office at the time. And was like, Dad, when I told him, he was kind of like Mel. My dad likes to drink and stuff. He smoked a joint once or twice in his life. So twice. The other time was up
great.
here a couple years ago. Got him to smoke a joint with me. But you've been doing what? How are you coming to work? And like I was like, Dad, it's functional now. So that was my rock bottom, and that's when I went. And the same thing. I had a couple relapses. I came back, worked for you, got me a job doing cable, and within 6 months, it started with one person on my team like, hey man, you want a little bump? And I was like, yeah, one little bump. Today's a bad day. One little bump. Next thing, by the end of the week, I'm like, dude, can I get a quarter from you? Can I get a half? Fucking, I told Eric, I was like, dude, I gotta go back to the mountains. I'm falling right back into it again. So there's a couple of relapses, but I mean, the main thing to me that helped me through all that too is friends and family.
Yeah.
And like this, one of the most important things about this, the depression, the loneliness and shit, is talking.
Yeah,
to people about it. I'm just thankful
you're
every
doing
day.
it all the time on your podcast, man.
Yeah, that's helping me so much. And like, I think my rock bottom was like when I was a super sex addict and slept. You know, I was on tour. I think I slept with like 11 girls in 8 days or something.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, I was just like making the band drive to a different town to have sex with a girl for lunch.
Oh shit!
And then I'd give them $40 to go buy lunch while I had sex.
I got to go do this thing.
Yeah. They knew what I was doing. They weren't fucking dumb.
Here's $40.
You ain't pulling one over on
But
Ernie.
at that point, it would be like, I got to go do this thing.
Oh, yeah,
they
but it was
just quit
just-
having names. And
But then it was just getting too much. Like, then all of a sudden, I had 11 girlfriends.
Where?
You know?
I want to pause for a moment. Both of you guys look at them straight on. See his kitten ears?
His what?
His kitten ears.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The way the hat's folded with the front, you got two little Lakers kitten ears, dude.
Yeah.
I just okay, sorry.
Andy.
But that was my
your rock
addiction.
bottom. And then what'd you do to like? How did you stop?
Well, I stopped taking drugs because I was
That was perpetuating it.
yeah, the cocaine was giving me the depression to find dopamine. So the only way I could find dopamine was to come.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Because I was super depressed and I was trying to figure out a way to get out of the depression hole so I could throw a happy show. And I did that for years.
Oh my god, dude.
But your shit worked, because I remember that once I got off meth, my shit, like even masturbation didn't happen for almost 2 years.
Oh yeah, once I got off coke,
it didn't work. It was like
yeah, it was like a little loogie, like a
pulling taffy.
yeah, because you didn't have that chemical to make everything work.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like
That
coming
sucks
to
for you guys.
our boy Aaron shoots ropes. No, but yeah, like that was, I think out of anything, I was addicted to sex more than everything.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what, man? Like people joke about that. Oh yeah, you addicted to sex, and
That's
for real, dude. That takes up that's all consuming.
Oh yeah, I remember times where like I'd spend 70% of my time just copy pasting text messages to all these girls asking me the same question.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing well, you know, in this town, or yeah, how you doing? Blah blah blah, and just
How you doing?
going down the text line.
Wow.
Going down the road feeling bad.
And just firing them off to him with no individual.
Yeah, because I didn't want to. I'm not a dude who's going to just stop talking to you.
Yeah.
But now look, in hindsight, this was like, I don't know, God, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe short. Yeah, 6. Yeah, because of COVID too. Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, in hindsight, I didn't want to be the guy who just like had sex and bailed, because my mom would beat my ass if I did that to women. So I
that's
so
thinking,
weird.
That thinking is crazy. 11 is fine, but don't you be dissing on them, all right?
Don't you ghost.
11 girls is chill,
You keep
but
in touch.
you keep in touch with everybody.
They were sweethearts. They gave you their flower.
But it's wild. That was I think that was my rock bottom, when I was just like, felt like I had like 11 girlfriends and I was just lying to all of them, telling them that they were the only one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
gonna weigh on you.
But they had it. They knew. They weren't fucking stupid.
So Andy, is the moral?
I was lying to myself. They knew. That's why they didn't come close to me. Like they didn't like
they didn't take it seriously.
They didn't take it seriously. And
then that's hurtful to you too.
And that's hurtful for me. Well, yeah, it's a vicious cycle of me lying and them knowing I'm lying, but still want me around because I am.
But you're using each other at that point.
We're using each other. Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm fucking Frasco, and that's a big deal. And you're like, oh, I'm fucking this chick, and that's a big deal. But
There was no substance.
But is the moral to this entire conversation that we just had that you need to call that girl that you just broke up with back and fix that?
Just fix it in the sense of
maybe
look, man,
like you said some things today that I caught. You were like, I was in love, or I'm in love.
Yeah,
like I never have heard you say that before.
I know.
Never. That doesn't happen.
And you know
a lot,
what, Frasco?
man.
When you get your feelings hurt, it's hard to be honest. It's like, fuck that shit, Like you could say that, man, I didn't like that teacher anyway. When you totally had a secret crush and you were wanting to impress them, right?
Well, that's what she was. That's what she was doing. When I broke up with her, and then she like said some stuff, stuff. Yeah, but that's part of the breakup.
When you're hurt, you're saying some hurtful shit.
Everyone's bleeding each other out at that point.
And we always go for the tender bits when we're upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I just I think I broke up with her because
your nose is big and your farts smell.
Yeah, exactly.
You smell like soup.
Okay, you said.
I think you might have. Maybe I was scared, but
maybe you can't be. Maybe you were scared. You were scared because you were starting to fall in love. You really liked her. You pushed her away, so she did some dumb shit.
I mean. Yeah, maybe.
And that's the story.
I mean, I don't know that's the story.
Listen,
I'm
Janet.
just I'll put a question mark at the end of that.
It's the story, Morning Glory.
Wow.
Yeah, but maybe I fucked up.
Maybe. Only
Only I know.
Well, now you're thinking about it again in maybe a different light.
You need some healing around that because you brought it up and things that you bring up that were painful. You don't do it for no reason. You're not like, oh, look at my wound. I'm gonna freaking open up my chest. You can see my gash. Like you're doing that because you need some healing.
So we were gonna do a tarot reading. Let's pull one card.
I like this too. I feel like I thought we were in the.
But I don't know if it's like. But it's also my first relationship, so I don't know if I'm just like forcing a relationship. Maybe we weren't compatible.
Okay, that's fair too.
Wait a minute.
But what do you do? You think
first relationship?
But
my
you don't
first ever committed relationship. Like, I didn't cheat on her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
Okay, committed.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
First time you were in love?
Second time.
Okay.
I didn't go for the other one that I was in love with because I wasn't secure enough to think like that she would be with me.
Okay.
Do it, Mom.
You weren't good enough at the time.
Let somebody love you. I love you, Andy.
I love you,
Andy.
For you know that.
I know. That's why I keep coming to you guys whenever I'm low.
And here's the thing, like, we met because you're Andy Frasco, right?
Yeah.
But that's not why we're friends.
No.
I could give a fuck.
I know.
Seriously.
I love you.
About any of that shit. Like, none of that shit matters to
You're
me.
my people.
I like hanging out with you, man. And you really do deserve to stand where you're at and look around you and be like, dope.
Yeah.
I fucking killed it.
You deserve it all. You deserve a hot wife. You deserve a banging career. You deserve millions of dollars in the bank.
And a mini pin.
Well, no. And a mini fucking pin, I'm telling you. But seriously, like, you deserve that, but everybody fucking deserves that.
Named Kobe.
And you're in a position to actually make all those things happen. So you got to just drop the bad habit of thinking badly about yourself.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
I think that's what it is.
And that's a habit that can be broken, just like Coke.
Yeah.
That, like, fuck that. Andy's the shit. And I don't mean it in a sense that, like, you're fucking puffing up your chest and you can't stand, nobody can stand to be around you. I'm saying, like, I'm working hard and I'm deserving the shit I'm getting.
Yeah.
I know jack shit about basketball. I'm just going to say that straight up. But
just throwing that out there.
Okay. But all those guys that are great in the game, they didn't get there by being like, I'm not that good. I haven't made it yet. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're right.
And you look up to those people, man.
I know. You're right. I'm a man.
That's right.
I'm a man.
There we go.
I'm confident.
Okay.
I'm special. I work hard. I deserve everything that's coming my way.
Yeah, fucking affirmations.
God
all right, I'm going to
damn it.
say this
You're
one
right.
last thing about Will Smith. Okay.
What?
Will Smith was talking yesterday to David Letterman. We were watching that show.
Yeah.
And
About Chris Rock?
No, there's a different one. David Letterman has a show where he interviews the celebrities, right? And it's actually really good. So it was like Will Smith was on. And Will Smith was talking about a lot of shit, but he had just done ayahuasca a couple times, or maybe 14 times, he had said.
Holy shit.
In a 2-year period.
Damn,
And he gained some knowledge, clearly not a ton of knowledge, but he gained a lot of it. And it's those things that you have to break in order to break through.
Yeah.
He didn't say that. That was like my synopsis of what his conversation was. You have to create something dramatic, and you and Aaron are talking about burning something down to break it. You don't have to burn down what you've created. You can burn down something else, like those shitty ass habits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Burn that shit down.
God, I fucking love you, Mel.
Well, I got one thing.
You're right.
I got one plug too.
Hello, baby.
I know, you're right.
One
You're
plug
right.
about hardworking motherfuckers. I fucking love Mel Brooks, man.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks is 97 years old.
Still writing scripts.
department of No
97
Simple
years
Road.
old. I just want to encourage everybody, because it's hit and miss skits, but History of the World Part 2 is out on Hulu, and he's involved in it. He like wrote a bunch of it, and it's got everybody. It's got so many comedians or anything in it, but 97 years old, that man
Still doing stuff.
has had such a
Didn't
lot.
stop.
He
97.
says in the beginning, he's all, well, I took the money from Hulu. I already spent it. So here you are. History of the World Part 2.
All right, so
Amen.
we're gonna pull Andy a card, Mel. Is that what we're doing?
Andy's going to pull his own card. I think he
Yeah.
So
deserves
those are
to
the
pull his
people
own
we
card.
should be inspired by. The people who keep doing it till they're.
Yeah.
My dad.
Dude, you're
Dude, that's
100
what I was
years
gonna
old.
say.
My dad too. He
See?
just keeps working.
Yeah, don't stop. My dad too, Dave. I'm afraid of my dad. I probably, when you stop,
Boom.
Why do I feel so
it's
bad?
over. It's
working
over
all
when
the
you.
time?
It's over when you stop.
Because you don't get breaks. You don't give yourself breaks.
Yeah.
You got
man.
to you got to learn how to like.
You got to come to fish with me and Aaron.
I'm fucking down, Queen.
Come with us, man. We're fucked. Well, look, we'll
You
talk
can wear
about this.
a fake nose and a mustache. Nobody will know it's you.
Can we do ketamine?
Fuck. No kidding.
Let's go.
No, I don't do that.
No,
That's bad for you.
absolutely
No.
not.
That's
You are
illegal,
out-
Andy.
Andy, you're on track though. You do need to just do
It's not
something that's
illegal.
fucking fun.
I know.
Go have
That's
fun.
it. Just fun. A fucking
That's all I
have a
gotta
ball
do.
game. Let's
Go have
fucking
fun.
pump
Fun
up the
that's not-
basketball and shoot some hoops. Like something that doesn't require you to be fucking Andy motherfucking Frasco.
You're right.
You could just be Andy.
I've
or
always
Andrew.
I want to go camping.
We'll go camping
Hell
with you,
yeah.
man.
Let's go.
I want to shit in a hole.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, shitting in a hole is dope.
Is
All
it
right.
tight?
I want to see that. I want to see Andy sitting in the middle of a river on an outcropping of rocks meditating.
I want to do that.
Let's do it, Andy.
Just
Come
Andy
on.
sitting
Let's
out
all
there
just shit
like,
in holes together.
and that and
In a
shit in
circle
holes.
and watch each other.
Shitting in a hole with Andy Frasco.
How's,
All
your,
right,
on the
Andy.
next
how's your hole
episode.
doing, man?
So
All right, what do we
this
got?
is the Grateful Dead tarot deck,
Okay.
and basically you just like close your eyes and pick a card, and we'll tell you what it means.
Are you left-handed, Andy?
I'm right-handed.
And pick with your left.
Pick with your left hand. Damn, he went right for it. There was like no fucking
Because he'd be
around.
going for shit.
King.
Ooh. Look, and wait a minute. Look what that king is doing.
What's the king doing?
Chilling.
He's chilling.
Sitting on his throne, being a king.
King of what, Mel?
King of bears.
Oh, it's about money.
King of Bears.
That's about money.
King of bears. What is
So
this?
bears is like in traditional tarot, bears, the suit of bears in the tarot deck, this deck
Uh-huh.
is pentacles in the regular tarot deck. Pentacles have to do with like
Earthly
earthly
things.
shit,
Material
like material
matters.
world. This is success, security.
Oh.
No bullshit, man.
Oh my God.
Damn.
A small bear leans lovingly upon an elder figure resting on a rock with his plow. The sun sets in the background, revealing a cycle's completion.
Mm.
King of Bears takes on the role of financial management. He keeps track of all expenses, income, ensuring
Oh
balance
my God.
is maintained by maintaining a positive relationship to nature, money, and other material resources. He creates security and abundance for his entire kingdom. Make careful and well-planned investments. Keep track of your expenses and budget accordingly. Appreciate all that you have, and you will attract more. Success is the result of hard work and patient planning. Trust those with experience and follow tried and true traditions. Be grateful for where you are.
What
No bullshit.
Fuck. And your hand went right to
Right
it.
to it. Yeah, there's no hesitation.
You see, that's how it works, Andy.
This represents.
damn
It can also. This is the culmination of an investment or a project. Plans you set in motion a long time ago are coming to fruition. Goals are being attained. The harvest is coming in. You are now seeing or will soon see tangible results of your hard work. The king carries with him the energy of success and abundance. Wherever areas he influences will have benefit of security, support, and your expertise.
Holy fucking
Grateful Dead tarot deck, everybody.
Oh my God.
Okay, the card here, the sun is setting. There's like
That's
this
wild.
Isn't that crazy,
there's like
dude?
this like
Speaks right to you.
beautiful card, right? The king is sitting down, the cute little bear is by his side. He's not alone.
No.
So notice that. He's not alone. And he still literally has work in his hand,
Yeah.
but he's chilling.
And
he's
the field is plowed. He's done the work and there's still work to do.
and he's okay with it.
Wow.
You can let it chill.
And
for a
the
minute.
sun is setting, but it's still shining. That's important to note.
And he's chilling.
Holy guys.
Wow.
What a fucking podcast.
Yay, everybody.
What a podcast.
Let's go drink some Jameson, take
Yep.
some mushrooms. Dude.
And do it all over again, brother.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
Love you, Andy.
Love you
We love
too.
you.
You're the best.
You too, brother.
Like twist and turn the mission, turn and it's a journey. Wish the word is many problems, but it's a burden. Felony just been deferred, and hell means been the earth, and alchemy can bring the birth, the melody of a new born. So persistent, so resistant, so insistent, so committed, so resilient, or haven't you learned it? No simple road. 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 My windshield is shattered as I focus through the spot in the corner that is still intact. The react is both a defense mechanism as well as a fear. We've traveled this road before, so we may think, but it's a tad bit of strange similarities that feed an A equal A complex. The fears of your past do not equal the perplexities of the current road.
Hey listeners, I want to tell you about the April-May 2023 issue of Relics magazine. Features a Dave Matthews Band cover story with additional articles and interviews with The National, Graham Nash, Wayne Shorter, ALO, Ivan Neville, our friend Eric Krasno and Stanton Moore, Marty Stewart, and much more. Check out the latest version of Relics and subscribe now at relics.com/DMB. Thanks, Relics.
Hey, this is Steve Choi, host of the Musicians Guild podcast, part of the Sound Talent Media podcast network. Within the four walls of the Musicians Guild, we'll be discussing the habits, idiosyncrasies, experiences, and general psychology of my friends and peers, all involved with music in various capacities. Listen and subscribe at soundtalentmedia.com.